Good morning, students. So, here we are again with our play, that is Shakespeare's Macbeth. Earlier, I had given you some notes of the character of Macbeth. Today, we will be discussing the character of Lady Macbeth. Lady Macbeth, we can say, is possibly Shakespeare's most famous and vivid female character. Everyone, whether they have read or seen the movie or the play The Macbeth, has some view regarding her. She is generally depicted in the popular mind as some epitome of evil, and images of her appear over and over again in different cultures. She is usually portrayed in pictures as something like a sort of Disney character, a cross between Cruella, you must have seen in, or Devil, and the wicked stepmother in the Snow White. Although she has some of the most bloodthirsty lines in the Shakespeare's play, she is not quite what you can say is like Cruella or the wicked stepmother in the Snow White. The response she gets from the male characters suggests that she is a young, sexually attractive woman, and indeed, in her effort to influence Macbeth, she uses every means and methods at her disposal, including the employment of her sexual charms. So, she is usually depicted as a strong, tough woman, and in her drive to induce Macbeth to murder King Duncan, she appears to be the main source or the main person behind this, and who has succeeded in convincing Macbeth to kill King Duncan. But she is also so vulnerable that it doesn't take long for her to crumble and break down, and she is destroyed by her guilt, and she ends up by committing suicide. So, Shakespeare does not have any evil characters, as you must have seen, or if you have heard about Shakespeare's characters. What he has are ordinary human beings like you and me, placed in different situations that challenge as well as test them. Some of them, like Othello, Iago, have some personality defects, but that's rare in Shakespeare, and it's not the case with Lady Macbeth also. The challenges that Shakespeare presents his characters generates different responses from different people. Lady Macbeth's challenge is that she discovers that her husband has been tempted by an encounter with three witches to do something about their prediction that he will become king one day. She knows that the king would have to die if that has to happen. So when she gets a message that King Duncan plans to spend the night with them at the castle, it seems to confirm the thought that they would have to kill him, and that this was their only chance or only opportunity by which Macbeth can be king. So that's the situation into which she has been thrust by the situation. She is as ambitious as Macbeth, but she knows that all his bravery in battle, all his soldierly skills and diplomatic qualities, he is basically too soft and too full of human kindness. So, to take advantage of this opportunity, she makes up her mind to make him do it. She knew that she had to convince him to commit this crime. And she is right about his lack of resolve as they talk it over, and he tells her that he just can't do it. She goes into high gear and virtually holds his hand through it, means while he was committing the crime. One of her strongest qualities, we can say, is persistence, means she never looked back after she decided that she has Macbeth to do this. Macbeth hesitates, falters, but she holds him firm. She argues the case, she mocks him, bringing his manhood into question. She appeals to his sense of loyalty to her. She does everything that she could do, and she finally prevails. Macbeth finally kills Duncan in his sleep, and from that moment, their marriage begins to crumble or fall apart. Both of them fall into their own guilt trip and hardly speak to each other. As King Macbeth fears his political enemies and embarks on a reign of terror, while Lady Macbeth stays in bed, unable to sleep. She is having nightmares. If she is able to speak, she has some sorts of nightmares during the sleep. While walking and talking in her sleep, she gives the game away about what they have done and sinks into a moral, physical, and spiritual collapse. So, when Macbeth is on his last journey or is on his last legs, with the rebels closing in, he gets the message that Lady Macbeth is dead. At that point, he says he doesn't have time to think about it. He says in so many words that she should have died hereafter. Their partnership in this crime or criminal enterprise had destroyed their marriage. The promise of strength that we see in Lady Macbeth at the beginning of the play was somewhat an illusion. What we are seeing is pure ambition and a willingness to act on it without having the resources to deal with the consequences. We can see the guilt can eat up your soul and destroy you. We see how ambition can be so hollow, both in the journey of the Macbeth. So, the main attributes of her characters can be: number one, she was of controlling nature. She understands that her husband doesn't have the savageness that is required to murder the king of his own accord, so she manipulates him. She plans out the murder, then takes all the controls of the situation in her hand when Macbeth loses his mind while committing the crime. We can also say that she was cruel by nature, as she is violent, cold-blooded character who is happy to scheme the murder. She even ridicules Macbeth when he doesn't agree to participate in her violent plans. Then one character aspect of her character is that she was two-faced. She welcomes King Duncan like a friend, and while in her heart of hearts she is planning his murder. So she also advises Macbeth to be two-faced. So we can say that she was a very complex character which Shakespeare has created, and because of her ambition, their marriage is lost and they have to die an untimely death. Thank you.